Good morning everybody, this is Stephen Pugh of the Home Bible College. It's March the 22nd and we're looking at Joshua chapter 16. Just a little passage in Joshua chapter 16 and then we're into chapter 17 as well. Here we have a description of the portion that Ephraim and Manasseh, the two tribes of Joseph, the portion that they had. But what's very interesting is when the children of Israel went in to possess the land, the children of Manasseh and Ephraim possessed the land in the north, and they did so because their father, the patriarch of the tribe, was a man of war. So that was good. They went in and they possessed the land. However, the children of Manasseh could not drive out the inhabitants of all the cities, but the Canaanites dwelt in the land. And it came to pass when the children of Israel were very strong that they put the Canaanites to tribute, but they did not utterly drive them out. So there was a victory. And we've gloried in the glorious victories of Joshua, how that he conquered in 24 major battles. However, they were unable to completely destroy the land, and Joshua was expecting the people to take up the victories that he had done and build on them. There was the Perizzites and there were the giants. They were still there. And Mount Ephraim, they complained that Mount Ephraim was too narrow for them. But the hill is not enough for us, and all the Canaanites dwell in the land of the valleys. They have chariots of iron. But Joshua encouraged the people. He says, you are a great people and you have great power. And you don't have to have just one portion of the land. Go into the hills, go into the mountains, and take the wood, cut it down, and completely destroy the cities of the Canaanites. So we can see that the children of Israel under Joshua were very mighty and strong, but lots of the children of Israel didn't have the same faith that Joshua had, and didn't have the same impetus that Joshua had. Then the whole congregation of the children of Israel assembled at Shiloh and set up the tabernacle of the congregation there. But there were 7 tribes that had not yet received their inheritance. Joshua said to the children of Israel, how long are you going to be slack to possess the land which the Lord God of your fathers has given you? That's my password for today. How long are you slack to go to possess the land which the Lord God of your fathers has given you? You see, they were slothful. They just did not have the impetus to go in and to fight difficult battles in the name of the Lord. So he says, give me 3 men out of each tribe, and I will send them into the land. And the 3 men will describe it according to the inheritance, and they will make a description of the land. And then when the 3 men of each tribe come back, we will cast lots, and it will be decided what is the portion of the land that will belong to each of the tribes. So they went through and they described the land, and they came back. And they did cast lots, and all of the land was then divided amongst the remaining 7 tribes. And then, of course, at the end of this chapter, in chapter 18, we have, from verse 11 onwards, we have a description of the land that Benjamin had. So what we have then is we have the tribes of Joseph in the north, and the tribe of Judah in the south had gone in and possessed the land, and also the tribes of Gad and so on, and Reuben, they had gone in and possessed the land on the east side of Jordan. So there were 5 of the tribes that had possessed the land, but there still were a lot of people that hadn't. And that's the point. There was not so much an incomplete obedience, but there was a slothfulness, and there was a lack of impetus to go in and possess the land. Don't forget that Joshua is 85 years of age. That doesn't mean to say that he's weak and weary. It just means that he's getting old. And the children of Israel were to go forward, and they were to possess the land. And that's why when we get to the later books, we find that the children of Israel are always hampered all the way along the line by enemies within the land. The Philistines and so on are always on their heels. And this is something that's a great lesson for Christians. The whole of the Christian world is there for us to enter into. And there's so many more blessings that we can have, but we need to have the impetus to go in and take possession of all that God has given us. In fact, Paul says that we have received all spiritual blessings in the heavenly places. But although the blessings are ours, they're not ours unless we go forward to put them into action. And so we need to learn a lesson from here, that very often we can be very complacent and very happy to do little. And we need to seek the Lord, and we need to seek the Lord for his blessing, and we need to move forward and fight the battles and obtain the blessing and enter into the blessing that the Lord has given us. So in a sense it's a little bit sad that Joshua, the great man of God, had conquered in 24 major battles, but the children of Israel, they hadn't fully gone in and taken possession. Now, that these weren't empty fields, these were fields that were held. These were cities that were held by strong enemy. And they had chariots of iron, and they were very powerful, and they had the giants. But the point is, the children of Israel had to have faith in God, and they had to move forward and take possession of the land. So what a lesson for us all. And that's what Joshua says. He says, how long are you slack to go to possess the land which the Lord God of your fathers has given you? What a lesson to us all. Well, God bless you. Look forward to speaking to you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.